continue again for yet another episode of apparently multi-part yammering and complaints. Oh, look at that. Dang thing ain't flush. Of course it's not. Alright. Can't you tell I'm having fun? Alright. Take this puppy out. Go all the way back down here. Get it back, because things don't go back in the same slot you put them. Unlike most games that, you know, builder games, they put it back where you found it, which was friggin' nice. Alright, so now those things appear to come together into a cohesive part. Alright. So this stinks all up and down the highway. Whatever the heck that means. Okay, I suppose. The problem is this now basically means... Oh, stop it. See? Not only is there a pretty large divide there, but it doesn't fit neatly into anything. Right, so what do you think maybe of this? Let's see what's available to me. Yeah, okay. Does this work? Nah, I don't like it. Okay, let's just keep doing what we were. Do this. It does mean the walk space is a little tighter, but often the case that's perfectly fine. That's not really the big issue. So now I have the engine suspended up high with the optional shield array suspended below it. Maybe... Let's see, right here that's no good because that's just suspended in space. But down here it looks kind of like it belongs. It's still not attached though. I don't like it. There's so much I would do differently. Excuse me. Alright, but now means we have to attach this to the ceiling. And it does mean... It kind of changes what I was gonna do, I think. Let's see here. No, one more please. Okay. Let us do this. Right like that. Okay. So it's kind of a tall space. Alright, let's take this out. Take that out. And... Oh, man. The easiest thing now would be... What did I do over there? Okay, too wide, so get rid of this and this. Alright, so the easiest thing then would be to keep this here at level. But no, it's not, because these things are still elevated, so man. I'm almost worrying that the whole... Oh yeah, don't freak out too much. I'm almost worrying that the whole backspace here... What was that? Oh, okay. The whole backspace here might be too low. Oh man, I'm not sure though that I want to raise it. Oof. This is tricksy. I am not at all sure. Okay. Now these are just embellishments, but I have to use the space anyways. So, let us find a connector though. These are not yet attached to each other. Is there... Actually, is there another one of these that would do this for me? Kind of looks like there isn't. Let's see what... Nope, wrong direction. No, if it were taller, perhaps. None of the rest of these look really up to the job. This one doesn't look up to the job. No. I'm hoping for better. No. That's interesting. It's a 2x2. Oh, nope, nope, nope. These. So here we have this thing where it never touches. Gets close, but neither up here nor down there does it touch anything. So what I'm guessing is there's a reason for that. Like, something about what it has to do means it has to be separated from a solid medium. Perhaps there's a harmonic that would make the armor wrench itself apart, and so they cannot come in contact. And so these things here produce a field that holds it in place. So now I just need something to hold them. Oh, look at that. It's going to have to be too tall because it doesn't quite attach to anything. Or it's halfway through. It's a 2x2 setup, which is annoying. Yes, cat, run away. Run away, good. Alright. Crap. No, cat, don't meow. Or if you're going to do it, come all the way over here or do it straight into the microphone, you little... Yeah. Stupid cat. Thinking, ooh, maybe. That almost fits. A thicker one would fit more, but also be less nice to look at. But alright, so perhaps now this part of the floor is no longer necessary. So let's zip that up. Alright, so now we need something here. I suppose one of the other things could go over here, right? This one? Yep, that goes right there. Okay. So now we need to do the same thing, or similar, on the other side here. Let's see. Oh. And... Adios. I'm starting to like this better. It's not at all akin... I think back here I'll do something different, actually. Cycle, please. Right. It's not at all what I had started out. I thought when I was starting out that I'd have a sort of an office up above. I might still, but I might not either. It's just these parts are so bulky. Man, a quick look. I mean, there are no... Well, there aren't no. There are very few thrusters as yet. Very few thrusters. And no weapons. Well, there's a few weapons. Basically, what I'm getting at is this... It's going to have to be a T3 ship. Basically, out of the box. Unless there's no shields. One thing I'm going to do, though, is finish this thing out as a mostly fully involved, like, higher class version of the ship. Because in the original game, you start with the husk anyways, and it has level 1 engines and level 1 armor and no cargo pods. It's basically an empty vessel, for the lack of, well, for the, it's not a bad word. Anyways, and then you start adding on parts, and the efficiency and power and speed of the ship and stuff increase. Well, I kind of need to design this thing around the fully developed thing, so that's what I'm going to do. And then I will just start, I'll probably publish that version as fully equipped, and then have, excuse me with the hiccuping, the sort of emptied out version as something that lower level players could get access to, granted the amount of supplies, even if you tone this down to just steel. There's so much of it. Whatever. We'll just keep on working on it. This part here I'm starting to get okay with. What I am pretty convinced of, I'm going to have to start making lunch in a minute here. What I'm pretty convinced of is that this part, well, you know what would work? What should happen? Oh, the cat's having fun. I mean, you don't need to fit a lot through here, so perhaps this could just be a tunnel. walkway. But what I want is to bring that out. So let's bring in the floor. This floor may not survive, by the way. I haven't quite decided yet. But that level of thing is going to survive. So let's just keep going with this. Actually, let's do this. Assume, whoops, that we want more room on either side of the engine for some reason. Let's just keep going. We have a walking platform. And, well, no, that's not quite all the way back, is it? And then let's start here. Let's start there. And I'm going to need some parts for this. Cat, what are you playing with? Let's see, devices, building blocks. We need stairs. Get this basically down to this. Oh! Damn it. Oh, yeah. It works if I remove it from here as well. How far back? 2. Alright. And I did remove things underneath it, possibly unnecessarily, but we'll find out in a minute. And then boink. And so there should still be enough room for one of these. Let's go get one real quick. Let's get the... That's a thing, actually, a concern, actually. Hold on a minute. Come on. Oh, I've been playing a little bit of Dual Universe lately. I'll probably, after I finish this, stream there, or Planet Engineers. I haven't quite decided. The things I like, I've played around with Planet Engineers a little bit lately, and there are parts I like, and there are parts I don't. Though I haven't played very long. But Dual Universe is shaping up to be interesting too. So, and I only want to do one space series at a time here. Let's see here. Let's go all the way back. Oh, this design is not great when it comes to edges, by the way. It gets stuck really easily with these sort of anti-grav suspended engine nacelle things, nacelles. Let's get that. Oh man. Oh, apparently I don't have the other kind of light. Oh, it's best to do it this way. And then down. Again, it will take an expert to come and go safely. But you know, you don't want to entrust devices like this to just anybody, right? So let's turn off the power. Still suspended, funny. It's okay. This green thing I need, but it drives me nuts at the same time. Okay, so you get down. There's still plenty of room for that guy in here. But now the sense that's space that's available is starting to make some sense. Probably now because of the engine or the field. Let's call this the Field Harmonics Center, because A, it has to have a field to pull the starship outside the edge of the universe into hyperspace. This is based personally on a hunch. I'm not a astrophysicist just yet. I probably won't have time to become one, but I'm not stupid either. Anyways, based on the premise that I wish I could display this for you, but imagine a sheet of paper. Okay, the cat is very distracting right now. The cat, stop, please. Have fun, but silently. Oh, crap. Thinking is so hard right now. Okay, so the universe is a sheet of paper. It is infinite in all directions except up and down. Whatever life evolves within the skin or the membrane of that paper, and that understands the universe is infinite in all these directions, and even if it weren't infinite, even if the paper wrapped around to the other side and joined up, and you could go side to side like a scrolly game or something, or even all around, and that's a sphere. It's hard to picture, but you know, you're traveling around inside the dimensions of the universe that are purely the skin, the sheet of paper. Inside the paper sphere, outside the paper sphere, not the universe. Or at least not that universe. And you can travel infinitely in all directions, even though the universe itself is finite. And there are people who do think ours is universe is like this. Some think it's a donut even, because you can travel in 3 directions infinitely, and yet it's finite. But extrapolate forward 4 dimensions. No, I do not believe time is the 4th. If anything, it is the 0th, because if you have a dot, a one-dimensional universe, and it blinks, you have to be able to measure it in time. So either you perpetually pushing time off to a new dimension every time you discover one, or let's just start with time. Anyways, thinking. So, if you pull that up forward to the 4th dimension, and you're able to look upon our 3-dimensional universe as the finite object that it is, everywhere in the universe, just like everywhere on that sheet of paper, is the edge of the universe. It is the skin. Every iota, every micron of it is the edge of the universe. So I'm just assuming for personal reasons, and also for this, that the case still applies here. In this guy, to get you to travel faster, not be confined by the speed requirements of a 3-dimensional finite universe, separates the ship from the paper. It pulls it above. And so all the barriers, all the things that existed on the paper that could have blocked a 2-dimensional creature, or in our case a 3-dimensional creature, from passing through it, you just go right over it. It's not there really. You just... whew. And this guy does the same thing. And perhaps that is why it can't contact things. If anybody remembers the movie Contact, that the chair they installed in the dodecahedron, whatever it was she was traveling in, perhaps it's the same thing. It was not part of the plan. It cannot touch things. As soon as it broke off, everything got smooth. And this may be the same thing. And that was a hell of a lot of talking, especially with the cat disrupting me. But point being, there is no point. Okay, progress. This thing's getting more and more compact. A little bit taller. Oh man, your inability to walk around this corner with these things is annoying. I'll have to be careful of that. Put in some things here. I put in a little power to show off a little bit what it's all doing. But I still really don't know what to do up here. Like, this is too close. You can tell I am burning right now. So the actual like passageway that most people would take to go by here. Man, look at that thing. Will have to be shielded. So I'm not even sure if it's even necessary really anymore to have glass. So how about we just not worry about glass? And we'll just put in a walkway. Why can't I see what's going on here? Yeah, well, you know what? We can turn off shields. There shouldn't be any fuel for the shields anyways. Oh, look, stop moving. Alright. Alright, so... man, there's still much to think about. I haven't even gotten to building the rooms yet, though this honestly is kind of an important component. I don't mind that I've been putting this much time into it, really. I renamed some parts. Access. Sort by type, please. Right. Put these in here, put these in here. I don't think I'm using those just yet. Hiccup. Not those either. I think I forgot to bring over some parts. Because I just kept going back and forth between bins in a way that didn't make sense. Yeah, I need half of those to be over here. Okay. So I have done work. Here's the bay floor. Here's the smaller bay for the smaller craft. Bit of a exhaust redirection area. I have no idea what that's for. There had to be a wall. That's all I know. And a raised platform, which I'm about to do some work on right now. Not quite so far, please. There you go. Come on! Okay, there we go. Right. After which point, hopefully, then we can do something like this. Right through. Boom. Boom and boom. I might want to put this on the outside, though, if I want to put down any furniture, though. Because unfortunately this is on the inside. I'll probably do that, but we don't have to worry about it. So, okay, I made very wide very, very wide. Twin hallways. In part because if your crew just brought in a large load, or if one of your crew or some visitor or a passenger is a very large creature, which we cannot discount the possibility of, and we'll just assume is the case, for some species that I have not yet, or I don't remember what size they are. But anyways, doesn't matter. I did that to allow the passage of large things, whether they be cargo or creatures. And I'm going to make later a small skimmer, some sort of hauling hover trike thing that can be used and can go up and down these stairs and haul cargo to the pods that may exist. So this will be sort of a management center kind of thing, looking down on the bay. That makes sense to me. There is no entrance here. It occurs to me I'm going to need some kind of entrance, though, to get over to the engine areas on either side. So this is probably going to be edited again in the future. However, as you can see, the path goes all the way down. It does narrow, but then you've got this wide area in the middle that I haven't quite decided what's going to happen with. One of the purposes, one of the ideas behind these ships being offered on Steam is that people can reclassify them to their own needs. And so there's a base model that has no embellishments sold, but not sold, but you know what I mean. But then I want my version of the ship. Now this looks like some sort of steampunk crap right here. I have removed temporarily the hover holders, and they probably won't go back here, because getting around them and painting around them has been so hard. So I may still remove these here, and here. I may still remove all that and put them back in. But I probably won't do that until I'm absolutely sure that I want them and that I've painted everything else to be as I would like it to be. It occurs to me it might be neat to look at that all lit up, but there you go. 2 episodes just on this, and desperately trying to keep them short and failing every time. I'd like to keep them under 20, like 18 to 20, but it's not working. So, but no, this is a very complicated concrete part that is now done, around which the rest of the ship should be easier to design, because where the heck these things were going to fit, I don't know. Oh, alright, thanks for watching. Come again next time. Or else. From my perspective, Matt, your nose felt a bit too far down.
Okay, I will move it back to a 20% tilt instead of a 20 or
There's going to be a bloopers reel. There's going to be a friggin' bloopers reel. That's what's going to happen. If they can do it for Star Trek, I can.